and married another girl from Nigeria again. I've seen other situations. There's one that happened. I think you guys heard about it, whereby the guy's wife came first, and the day he was supposed to arrive with the kids, she met him at the airport and asked him to go get the passport for the kids, the papers for the kids sorted. She took the kids' passport and ran away with the children. And eventually, the UK immigration called him later on after 1 week of him searching for the wife and his kids, and told him that the wife has removed him from her as a dependent. You know, for what me I see, it's just a change of environment. Women from Nigeria just come here and realize or feel that they have a lot of rights, and they start fighting for the things that their mothers didn't fight for.
Let me write that down.
You know, they start fighting for the things their mothers didn't fight for. They just feel, I mean, it's a woman's world here where they have more, power, and I mean, for a Nigerian man that has never entered the kitchen, I'm not supporting that, okay? For someone like me, I don't see anything wrong in, sometimes doing if your wife is sick or she's ill, or even on a normal day, you should enter the kitchen and, make something for your wife, help her out, with house chores. But, I mean, our women, when they come here, they overdo it. I'm not, some people might say, I might be sounding like a chauvinist, but they overdo it. From what I have seen, I've seen about 17 marriages break up for the past two years.
So the people that are saying, their marriages got better, I talk these things. Say people too, they lie.
They lie. It's horrible. That I mean, if you sit down in a barber shop, when I go to barber shop and sit down, there's a lot of stories that just comes in, and you hear a lot of people, a lot of marriages have broken. Some of the girls, as soon as they come here, they just want to, get a boyfriend. And they are just like, what's his name? Plantain, what's this plantain seller? Our artist.
Yeah.
No. The plantain seller boy, what's his name? Timaya.
Now I said it.
Yeah, Timaya, yeah. Just like he said, these girls are coming here to hustle just like us. There's another thing that affects them. There's another factor we have to consider: family pressure. As soon as they come here, they become the breadwinner of their family. I know of a guy where the 6 months went after they came here, the wife was buying a car for her father. I don't find anything wrong with that, but I mean, they just start doing things on their own. We have a lot of angry people. I mean, once they come here, they feel, I can't take this thing that has been happening to me in Nigeria before. It will never happen again. I will not take it. You cannot do it here. I have rights here. I will kick you out of the house, and the house will become mine. And the council would, it's terrible, that the phrase. I don't want to mention names, but if I start calling names now, I'll call about 15. I'm telling you that I have met personally. At a point I started advising even some of my white friends that stay away from Nigerian women. At a point I started advising them.
Sorry, 1 second. AJ make una see person. AJ the last person I entered in the afternoon has not recovered. He could not type again. He fainted. Please, AJ not top the one where I go take cost your papa and your mama for house. So the whole world will know waiting on a cook for house will spoil. Now I beg you. Use your sense.
The phrase, it's really terrible here. I'm telling you, it's really terrible. Sometimes when you come on live and you talk about the causes of the causes, you start realizing that there's a lot that most of our pastors back home, they are the causes of the problem that we, that we see today. In terms of, I mean, they've created this unity in the family. They tell you what your mother went through, being submissive to her husband, that she was oppressed. Women from Nigeria, yeah, they feel they are being oppressed, but they don't realize that they are actually cultured. They don't realize that they are actually cultured. I mean, it's really.
All right. We've got some people here. Please, is this not a debate of whether he's right or wrong? Today we are dealing with people who have those issues, or know people who have those issues. This is not a forum for you to come and say, no, he's telling a lie. The number of emails, this is 1 out of like 30 I have gotten in 1 week. So, brother, let me hear you. The second brother. Oh, the lady came first. Lady, let me hear your story.
So can you let the brother go first, please?
Okay, brother, they say make you go first.
Tired nights tonight.
Yeah. 1 minute. Let the lady go first so that I can. Are you going to the text?
Oh, you put it in the text.
Okay, lady, let's hear you. Somebody has to go first. I don't have too much time.
So it comes in 2 ways, right? The man can do the same thing, the woman can do the same thing. I'll give you an example. My brother brought somebody from Nigeria, right? The moment they start living together, she started going to college, right? She hasn't even graduated yet. She thinks she's all that. She started sleeping with their pastor. Yes. Even though my brother was in denial, it took him time to accept it. But eventually, he has to accept the fact that it's really happening, right? She got married to somebody else. She didn't even last. The same thing she's going through. But it happens to men too. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not just female. There are men here that woman brought them from Africa. The moment they get here, they think, oh, they've got the paper they needed. They dump the woman too.
True.
Exactly. So it's both sides, both men and female. It happens all the time. I have another family member that brought a guy that works in the bank in Nigeria. The moment he got here, he think, oh, everything is good. Guess what? After he got his green card, he created unnecessary fight, went back home and brought his own girlfriend.
Wow.
So it's both sides,
Yeah, I quite agree with you saying, because my brother here was just trying to bombard women as if all the problems is.
So it is generally a travel abroad issue, not just women.
Don't forget.
It's both men and female. It doesn't have to be women only.
Some ladies that brought some men here and they disappointed them at the end of the day.
Yes.
I am not outing women.
Have you considered the fact that there are still people who have traveled abroad, they hustled money together, they join money together to bring themselves, like this recent Japa issue. Now most of the people that have Japa, the woman contributed, the man contributed, they brought themselves here, coming here, they saw that the way things are abroad is not the same way things are in Nigeria.
Africa, exactly.
You understand me? So it affects their marriage, and then before you know it, that marriage goes into oblivion.
Anyway, see what I was saying is that based on statistics, women walk away from marriages, especially once they move abroad. Based on statistics, it is 80%.
You can't do that. You can't say that. That's not true.
Hold on,
that's not a real statistic, please.
And I hope I'm right. Even in general, women walk away from this present day and age. 80% of women walk away from their marriages, according to statistics.
Well, let's put it this way.
Somebody says,
let's put it this way.
Men misbehave.
Yes, they do.
Thank you.
How come? Wait, hold on. How come the men who did not? So these men did not misbehave in Nigeria. Don't you think this misbehavior is relative? Let me ask you a question. don't you think what you term as misbehavior is relative? Now, let me warn you guys. Oyibo people that are giving you people mind do not have a culture.
Exactly.
They don't have a culture. So a man raised with his African culture and values, which sometimes can be overbearing. I'm not making an absolute case for African and Nigerian cultures. But you see, when you get to that abroad, men are, one, domesticated. Men are, two, how do you say, made more feminine? The feminization of men.
By women. Emasculated.
Emasculated, God bless you. So in that context, a man who was perfectly okay in Nigeria now becomes a devil because the man didn't change. The measurement that you are using to measure him has now changed.
But there are several reasons.
A man that was okay in Nigeria, the kind of man that you know, there are some men you go and tell your mother that he did this to me. The mother say, pack your load. There are some men that you will go and meet your mother and say, my husband did this. The mother will say, well, we can manage this. Let's pray about it. Blah, 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 blah. All men are like that. Your father was like that. All of a sudden, abroad now, that same man becomes a devil because the woman has been given more rights from a society that is not balanced. He looks balanced now because it looks like he's working now. But let me tell you something. There are more mental health issues abroad. The average 1 out of 3 people abroad has mental health issues that they are dealing with.
That is true.
That they have to be on medication for. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, all of us get mental health issues.
But we know they do anything. That's true.
You understand?
That's the phrase.
Let me hear you. Make you not be saying I me talk everything.
Okay. You see, culture is the way of life of people. Abroad, they get culture. And most people abroad here have lived, like most Oyibo people that I've seen, have stayed married for a long time, and they are faithful in their marriage. If they no one day faithful, then they should say, I no one day faithful. I go find woman where I go fit the open relationship with the woman would fit one day open relationship. You understand me? Then they honest in their doing. We Nigerians, we know they honest. We too they suppress women. You understand me? They forget say some things where you they do as a man, you they cheat. You go think say your wife no know the lie where you they lie. You will feel say your wife no know. In they plan for you. Your wife is already they hide.
Yes, that's true.
Cheat for Nigeria. They wait for the time. Make your cup full. You understand me? Once your cup full, there's no holding back. Some marriages are already on a string before they leave Nigeria. You understand me? The only thing where they hold some marriages back for Nigeria and the children.
My brother, you talk well, but you not talk and finish. So see, even this society where we live in, I live in the UK. We have cultural differences. Make I explain something to you. You say the CEO where they live together for a very long time. You see, I mentioned something earlier. I say most of our problem, we carry them back from home. We bring it back from home. I'm talking about the causes of the causes. When you talk about the things that you've heard from your pastor, for me, I tell people that it's called, I tell people that it's called programming. Your programming. You see, if you look Oyibo for this country, I don't live here for a while, you know. And growing up in Surulere, I was I be somebody who be say my growing up, I was influenced a lot by American movies and things like that when I did grow up. You see, in this country, check something. When our girls they grow, they go school, their mama they tell them this day and age, go school so no man go ride you. Go school, go and get educated so you can you will never be under somebody.
That's not that's not true.
Can I finish? Let me land. Now, you see, Oyibo they go college for this country in order their own culture, in order for them to meet their future partner. They go to college, make them go integrate, meet their future partner. That's why you go see some Oyibo go stay. They've been dating from 16, 17, 18 until they reach 75. But our own parents, even the American people, now so that they are black women, their mama, they tell them, go to school so you can, you will not depend on any man. No man will ride you. So that's their culture. So what that means is that we are angry people already. The anger where they come from our programming, where our mama they tell us, where our mama they tell the women. Now our men, and make I tell you something. You see, I just they realized recently say Oyibo no say they're no day perfect. Like I saw one study that was done whereby they brought out small picking, male and female, children, those little babies, and they put obstacles in front of them, make them pass. The women begin cry. The men, the small boys, they come out the obstacles by themselves, which shows that men will be problem solvers. And for Niger, the problem where we they solve alone, one with this small, our papa they tell us if we go fight outside, our papa will tell us say maybe them beat us. Our papa will say who beat you? Nandi, go and fight Nandi, beat them back now your mates. Our girls then go pamper them. It's the same thing with Oyibo culture, but our own, infused with what they have heard in churches, infused with what pastor don't tell them. This person they kill you, this person. Mama, they now prepare their daughter to fail in marriages. So whether are they try sound like say are they support men? Maybe. You understand? But there are reasons why all these things they happen till today. Where we say our girls they come angry when they come here, they won't come become the Oyibo, where they won't do they won't follow the the social culture where we say women get rights. But you were not groomed for it.
Yeah, but if you look at it too, there are so many reasons why when people come from Nigeria, their marriage doesn't last. Number one, I'll give you several reasons. Number one, I'm not using Igbo, I'm not disrespecting Igbo,
Yeah.
I'm just selecting Igbo as one. So a lot of Igbo guys will bring women to America, right? So they will send, they don't have education, no, they didn't even go to school at all.
Now Japa would they talk about. Japa would they talk about. So don't digress.
It's the same thing. I'm not diverting to anything, but just listen though. I let you talk, right?
Yes.
So when they bring the woman, they didn't go to school. Maybe they are doing Uber driver or something. Then they spend time. The woman went to school, become a nurse or something. So now they expect the woman to be paying all the bills, and they don't want to do anything. Does that make sense to you?
That's the stupid man.
Will you encourage your own sister to sit down in that kind of a marriage?
No, be all men they do, and that's subjective.
But it's a lot. I live in US. We have majority of them like that. After the girls get married, they take their time. They went to school. They graduate. They will leave the Igbo man and go find somebody else because of the fact that the man is sitting down for them to go work. That is just one. That is just one. I have another lady that brought a guy from Nigeria. He's an Igbo guy too. He just happened to be Igbo again, right? She brought the Igbo guy from Nigeria, but she was lucky when she was. But when she was lucky, when she was in Nigeria, she got pregnant for the first child, right? When the guy got to America, he has his girlfriend in Nigeria. He does not even want to sleep with this lady. He was drunk when she got second pregnancy. And that was it. Guess what? They separated. What did he do? He went and bring his girlfriend to America. So is that a coincidence?
But you also know say that we talk about Japa. You did not Akata story you talk so now.
It's the same thing.
No.
What is the difference?
It's not.
Akata story they different.
You did different. You did different. Akata story they talk so.
What are you talking about? What do you mean Akata story? They came to America. They Japa to America. Coming to America isn't the same thing as Japa.
No, see,
what are you trying to say?
See, Japa is not people that moved in the past 13, 10 years. Japa are people who just come months in the past 5, 6 years. Now be Japa.
But this same story has been happening before. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't have nothing to do with Japa or no Japa.
Auntie, no, listen. The reason for this live today now, how relocation they affect marriage.
Okay.
Listen,
you want to talk about Japa? Let's go back to that one. Do you know why it's affecting people?
Sis, let me listen to our brother now.
Listen,
no verse.
You see, Japa is not. There's no timeline of Japa. Even who come out 20
Thank
years
you.
ago,
Thank you.
relocation will still affect them.
Thank you. It's
You
still
understand?
the same thing.
Lifestyle changes has affected a lot of marriages because the lifestyle in Nigeria that we are used
It's
to.
different from the
As I
one we
did here,
do.
so I did die for Suya. I did die to even mingle with my guys for yonder. You understand me? Drink beer and all that. All those things. Sometimes you will just wake up for morning, the verse. Person no will annoy you, you go the verse. You understand me? And sometimes maybe you hustle, you see say at the end of the month all the money where you don't make, it goes back to a bill and all that. You dey feel say you don't make mistake. This japa wey you japa, you no suppose japa am and all that. You understand me? So when people relocate abroad, one of the things that actually affects them and their relationships is cultural shock.
Yes.
That is true. Yes.
You
Mm-hmm.
understand? The things that you meet are not the things that you expected to
Respected.
meet.
Yeah.
Then, for example, now, like in Nigeria, there are so many things that you can afford. If something is for now, carpenter day where you go call say, help me make this thing, electrician day, this one day, that one day. But here you spend through your nose. You understand me, to be able to do all those things. So before you know it, you begin to see yourself that you've made a mistake, and your wife or your husband may not understand.
The reason
Uh,
why you're going
you
crazy and
understand
getting
all
angry.
this, the reason why you are angry, why you are regretting your actions. You understand me? All these kind of things can start to cause little disagreement in
Misunderstanding.
the house. And
That if
And you know, and
if
also
I tell you what
because when
me
you
what
are in Nigeria, men don't do anything. When you get
my
here, the woman will be
civilization,
telling you,
me
go wake the kids, go
my
do this, go
civilization,
do that. And men don't like that.
my
They want to
civilized
still be their husband in Nigeria.
me and my friend Joe, we go somebody house, so we chop finish and give us food and come just come UK. So as we finish, we just enter kitchen, begin carry our plates where we take chop, they wash, which is a normal thing for us because we don't stay here for long. You know, say 3 minutes later, the wife they talk say, you see, look at them, they are going into the kitchen to help me.
And my husband doesn't do anything.
Yeah, my husband doesn't do it. My husband
but
doesn't do it.
understanding marriage is the union between two imperfect people.
Mhm.
You you don't know this person. You think sometimes you think you know this person, but you don't actually know this person. You understand me? When una two join together, the ability for you people to uh to uh
Work
to
together.
like to absorb each other's imperfections
Mm-hmm.
is what is called love. You
Yeah,
understand me?
that's true.
So men, if your husband know the fish sweep, you take her like that. You
Hmm.
understand me? Marriage is a bed of roses. Don't forget, it's a bed of roses because roses also have thorns.
And
Roses go fit chook you.
it happens.
It go chook
Mm.
you. You understand me? So marriage, eh? When you feel accept the other person imperfection, now would they call perfect marriage. So men are not built to be domesticated. They can't do anything domestic. But you see, outside hustle, go outside, bring money come.
That's their
If
job.
you understand your husband like that or understand your wife like that, you people will not have a problem. And
There's one way you never talk about.
coming
We have
abroad does
we
not
have not talked
change.
about my money is our money and my money is my money. You've never talked about
So,
that way.
but that's not for Japa only, though. That's for everybody.
It follow for
Yes, it's not for
It's
Japa
not for
only.
That's for
Japa
every
only. That's for
woman.
everybody.
Listen, oh, when persons wey no sabi do housework travel from Nigeria come abroad, it does not change that person. Whether you dey abroad or you dey Nigeria, if you
No, it will
don't
change you.
understand this, you will have problems. You understand?
Well, one thing you have to realize when you leave Nigeria, you have to leave all those Abioga, all those in Nigeria, because when you get to
Yeah.
wherever you're going, you know, a guy's still there, oh, but you have to support your wife. You have to do stuff. You have to take the kids to
Exactly.
school. You
Exactly.
have to wash the dishes. It's not that, oh, the woman only wash the dishes. You see what I mean? But a lot of men comes here and they forgot that, oh, they have to do things. Oh, things that I can't do in Nigeria. I'm gonna forget about that shit. Go work that goddamn plate. Because you both have to do it
language.
together.
Let's be careful with our language.
Yeah,
You know, you both have to do it together. It's not that you reach America, you don't want help. Then you are not ready to get married. You are not ready to live in America.
see, you see, like I told you, you see, he said, our brother said emotional shock. That's social and what's it called?
Cultural shock.
Cultural shock. You see, I can tell you for a fact that more than half of the marriages why I see we don't break up, and I'm talking about more than 17. The reason why I'm saying this, I'm a healthcare worker. I'm a healthcare professional, and apart from that, I also lecture some people. So I did hear story. I did teach some people MVQ in healthcare, you know, assess them and all that. So I did hear stories of people who don't break up and things where they happen for their home. You see, I still maintain it. I'm not in support of men. I still maintain it that more than 80% of the marriages we don't break for this country now women. What I don't see now women.
So you're saying it's women's fault?
I mean, Japa. See.
Why are you saying Japa? Everybody that comes to America is Japa.
No, not everybody. That way. Everybody is Japa. Some people Japa na terminology for people who rush come up inside Buhari.
Because
Buhari
of Nigerian problem.
Buhari government. Now Japa na be that one.
There's nobody
everybody. That's wrong. You know why?
Right, but let's make it a bit broader so everybody.
There's no Japa. You can't say Japa. Anybody that wants to come to America, you have to consider them Japa. They left Nigeria either way. So they might left Nigeria when Nigeria was difficult, but everybody that leaves Nigeria to America to Europe is considered Japa.
It's for greener
I understand the gentleman. Relocation versus Japa. That's another topic. And
thank you for not.
But now let's just deal with everybody abroad. Marriages.
Thank you.
People abroad.
Now it makes sense.
Let's make it a bit more broad so that we can have this
will humble you. It will humble you, especially when you come to the, like you said, cultural shock. There's nothing wrong with a man, I mean, going to the kitchen, helping the wife to do something, because I mean, she can't do it alone. Especially when you have a family, you have kids. I mean, somebody will probably work in the day, the other person works at night, and they take turns in taking care of the family. And you know, that is why all of us have big fridges and all that. You know, but for me, I'm still saying, you know, present day and age, people have been lecturing, people have been assessing, people have been training. You know, like I said, I've seen like more than 17, and I wish I could bring some of them online now to talk.
So you are saying is a woman that mostly live easily, or mostly women are the one divorcing their husband?
According to statistics,
which statistic is that?
Sorry.
Which
statistic is that? I can Google it for you right now. Just tell us the name.
Whether it's the male or if it's the male or female that walks away from marriages, that the freeze can confirm this.
I'll look at it while you are talking. I have laptop.
You can look at it. The women walk away. 85% of them walk away from the marriages. Easy, like this. You know, and the statistics also shows that most of these women that walk away from these marriages, maybe in America, madam, you're in America, it is from the advice they get from their mothers. Their mothers use them as emotional support for themselves. They take joy in when the daughter comes and says, "Oh, he did this to me. He did that to me." They take joy in hearing those kind of things. So they use their own children for emotional support. Check the statistics. It's there. It doesn't lie. You know, it's from a compilation of
well, it said the phenomenon is sometimes called walk away wife syndrome. They said that is true. You're right. They said women walk away easily than men. But that does not mean, because women file the divorce, men.
And say that does not mean.
No. Like I just said, it said 2/3 of divorce in United States. You see, it's filed by woman. It didn't say whether a woman is the highest. It said it's filed by woman.
That's the highest already. 2/3 is the highest.
Yeah, it said it's filed by woman. But you have to look at it this way. Are you saying man not file divorce? Now woman they work come out now. Man, you are comfortable.
No,
You can be cheating on the side and still keep the woman. The woman rather walk away.
let,
Sorry. For the
let,
fact that
let me
a woman filed a divorce does not mean that it's the woman that walked away.
Thank you.
The
what are
She
you
chose
the man
to
may have,
file it. The man is already
yeah.
gone, seeing somebody else. She
But
searched for
you
two,
read it.
3
It's
years.
a term called woman walking away syndrome. But you read it.
Yes,
Yeah, you
it
read it
does.
now. You read
There
it.
is right here.
You read it.
And that
You know.
was what the statistics were based on.
Yeah. So see, my point
Yeah,
is
no. But
here.
I think you're getting it wrong, though. If a woman filed for divorce, it's different from what you're trying to say.
But
You
your
see?
statistics you read is you said women walk away. You just said
No,
it.
woman file for divorce. It
And
didn't
but
say
you called
woman.
it the walk away
They
syndrome.
The
call
walk
it walk
away.
away. Thank you.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
right here. It said woman file for divorce. The divorce can start from the man. The man can choose to see somebody else and don't want to divorce.
Do you want me to break it down for you?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Now you see, when a man is in a relationship, why it's difficult for men to walk away from relationship. When a
Right.
man is in a relationship, he can. I'm not supporting cheating. No, before you tell
Yeah,
me
just
cheater.
say it first
Okay.
now, Shu.
Now,
We are listening to you.
when a man is in a relationship,
Uh-huh.
okay, outside his marriage,
Uh-huh.
he can be in that relationship without getting emotionally involved. But it is
Now lie.
impossible. Hold on, let me
Oh,
finish,
wait,
brother.
make it finish.
Let me
Okay, let
finish.
them finish
Let me
before we
finish.
eat him live.
When I finish, you can Google what I'm
Okay,
saying to find out if
go.
it's true. He can be in that relationship he can. I said he can be in that relationship without getting emotionally involved. But a woman cannot be in another relationship without being emotionally involved.
You're
That is the
right.
reason
You're
why.
right on
Hold on,
that
let me
one.
finish.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Let me finish. That is the reason why they will change their peteri when they are going out, when they are seeing somebody new. Peteri, I'm trying to watch what I'm saying. They will wear a different perfume and go.
The man or the woman?
The woman, they will wear a
Okay.
different perfume. It's easy for a man to catch them. It is easy.
Really?
Yeah, very easy.
Okay, so let me go into what you said. That the man get comfortable, they don't want to file for divorce. You know why? Do you know why?
Why?
Like you said, they're not emotionally involved. Number one, men do not want to fight for the divorce because they are comfortable seeing another woman outside. You see, they are comfortable seeing the woman outside. So why would they fight for divorce? If the woman get tired, she'll go file. That's why they have the highest rate of women filing for divorce. You see what I mean? That's why. Okay, I'll give you an example. I was with somebody that went to Nigeria, Africa, go marry another woman, and he expect me to still stay. I did stay for a little bit. He gave me the choice. Is that how you stay? Is that how you take me and the girl? Or no more him? And I said to him after some time, I said, you know what? No more you. And I walked away.
Is he Muslim?
It's not Muslim.
Okay, because
But it was hiding it. It was hiding it.
you see the
It was
culture thing
hiding.
again.
He never knew I was going to know. It was the brother that told me. He did it really nice. He was hiding it. It's been going on. The wife and the brother's wife, they were all living together. So they have a fight. The brother family, they're having a serious fight. That was how the brother texted me. Oh, your so-called husband, tell him the wife in Africa. You see? Which I've already suspected before. And I took
Was
the picture,
But the
not
brother said
knowing.
normally.
normally
Normally.
was that the freeze. Get
We
one
are
question where
enemies
you don't
today.
answer. Was he married to the wife in Africa before you, or he married
I've
her
been with him
after
for
you?
12 years. 12 years. Before he went on vacation for 2 weeks and paid a diary. 2 weeks. And he paid a diary of a woman you don't even know. You say, oh, we dated 3 years before I even get the ring. Say, you won't marry me. And you went to Africa for 2 weeks. That girl, Juju, must be really strong. But guess what? At the end of the day, it was the brother that told me. Where are they today? They're
You
all
see, it's this,
separated.
but you see the point. You just said it all. The brother told you.
But I
You see,
felt it
all
because I
men are not
copied
the
the girl's
same.
picture.
It's subjective.
No. I
It's
copied that
subjective.
picture. I suspected.
All men
Okay?
are not the same. It's subjective. You
No,
understand?
but I'm not. No. I think you're getting me wrong. I'm not saying all men are the same.
Yeah.
I never said anything like that. No. I'm just giving you an example. You see what I mean?
One thing you people should know is that there are so many reasons why a woman will walk away.
Thank
A woman will.
you.
Most women does not just up and walk away from a relationship because if man mind not did the relationship again, the woman they know. So
Of course.
instead of the woman to be an obstacle to you, the woman will just simply up and go.
And you know what they're doing these
My
days?
brother,
I know Yoruba lady
my brother, you
that
go
they
make
were
better.
both separated.
You better
Mentally, they
husband.
were both separated. But guess what? They were still living together. The guy started seeing women, and the woman can't see anybody. It's like 3-4 years. They live in Texas. They were still doing the same thing. Guess who filed divorce eventually? She did, because he was comfortable. He went to Nigeria, gets another woman in Nigeria, gets a Kata girlfriend, and the woman is suffering. She can't even do nothing. She cannot bring no man home, but the guy is doing whatever he wants to do. Guess who filed the divorce? She did.
Yeah,
That's most of the reason the woman will file the divorce, because the men are gone already.
it's so easy for everybody to wake up and say, "Hey, man, there's a reason why that marriage broke up in the first place."
So you're
give us
supporting men too much,
no,
you
I'm
know,
not
for
supporting
you.
men. I'm just saying that, you see, when you say a relationship broke up, what caused it?
There's
You
so
understand?
many things can cause issue.
Yeah, but do you think
Many
it's only
things.
men that cheat? Women,
No,
according
men
to
cheat,
statistics,
women
more
cheat.
women cheat
Women
more
cheat too.
than
I'm
men.
not saying only
Women
men.
cheat
But
more
I'm
than
not
men.
saying
but
women cheat.
do
Men
you
don't cheat.
think
No,
it's
women
only
don't cheat.
cheating that makes
Yeah.
relationship to go sideways?
But men cheat more
Like
than women, though. Really, before
No,
women will cheat.
like
Let's be honest.
According to present statistics, now they cheat pass. Now women they cheat pass.
And because they don't have money now, if you are doing well,
Uh,
now the
love,
man go cheat, not be the
uh,
woman.
that's my problem. When a woman from Nigeria they come, they equate love to how much a man spends on them.
On them.
Yeah.
But that's the typical Nigerian
Oh, but
foundation
you
of
know what?
love.
You know what? Don't blame them. You know why?
Why won't
If you are doing mumu,
if
let me
you
give you a good sample. If you are
can't,
doing mumu for
take
a guy,
if
you
you
are
can't
going
take
to his house and
for your
clean.
character, not you. If they can't take blame for their character, so what are we talking about?
But
You
what?
understand?
Listen to
There's a
this. I'll give you one example why women, when you are not, I'm not saying women should collect money from men. I'm not that kind of a woman. But I'll give you an example. When you are too nice for a man, right? When you are too nice, you're doing mumu, you don't collect from them. You are even giving to them. They give to another woman.
that is not true. That's
Oh,
not
really?
true. That's not true.
Where are you?
The only money a woman gave to me that I spent on another girl was the one my mother gave to me. That's not true.
Yeah.
you see when some women when some people travel abroad and they forget themselves. You understand me? In the sense that in the UK here now, you will see some women they walk out for street and they like men.
Thank you.
You understand me? Then they like
What does
men.
that mean? What do you mean they like men?
When a woman stays alone for too long, she becomes like a man.
No,
She
no,
is
no, no. What I mean is that you see, a woman is supposed to be attractive, just
soft.
like a man is supposed to be attractive. When
I
there
don't
is
get you.
no attraction, it's just like when a magnet has lost that thing that makes it a magnet, eh? It will become useless. So if a woman travels abroad, because in Nigeria, I know say many women before they leave the house, they wear makeup, they dress well, they look after themselves. But I've noticed that abroad here, a lot of women they come here, the first thing they do, because it's too expensive to make hair,
Their hair.
they barb it. You understand
Not all
me?
of them, though.
Then you see somebody on the street going to work. The only thing that differentiates this person from being a man is because they get breasts.
Now one for you.
See, but my point is that
But he does
some women,
have a point too.
yes, yeah, but some women come here and they become, or when they've been alone for too long, they become very masculine. Let me tell you something.
So, but you are
I'm a,
changing
I'm a,
the
sing, I'm
story.
a, sing, I'm
Let's
a,
address his first before you bring yours.
I'm going there. That's where I'm going to. That's where I'm going to. You know, I mean, you when you're dating some women, I mean, they okay. Let me give you an instance. I've dated Nigerian girls and I've dated European girls, and I will tell you for a fact that most Nigerian girls, I feel I'm talking to a man when I'm talking to them, and
I think you have
because
biased mind against Nigerian girls. I'm
not
so sorry to say that.
not just Nigerian
I
men,
can tell it's
not
either
just
you're
Nigerian women,
dating a
not just
European girl
Nigerian,
or
not
something,
just
and you
Nigerian
are putting
women,
Nigerian's
not
girl
just
down.
Nigerian
Come
women,
on.
West
Come
African
on.
women. Okay, the West African women,
Okay. Thank you.
they are masculine in nature. I mean,
So it's like talking to a boy, a fellow boy. Wait, with the G Alpha now. Waiting the happen.
Okay,
Bros,
so
you are
Yes,
I
misrepresenting
think
that
so.
masculinity. It's
man,
what you are saying now
is
is
the
it
truth.
sounds more
It's the
like a
truth.
fallacy
No,
My brother,
than a
no.
fact.
where you they stay? Which
hey,
country you they stay? Which country you they stay?
Who?
You, which country you they stay?
I'm in
You
England.
they England. You don't meet Polish, Eastern European women. You don't see the feminine nature with they inside them. Then look our own sisters, our black
Listen,
sisters.
you can't do that. I think I'm sorry to say I'll use words you might not like. You can't
See.
do that. You sound like you're completely damaging Nigerian
I
African
know.
girls because you are dating Europeans. That's
When
why.
I said,
I love
That's why
Nigerian girls.
because
when
you are
I
dating
said,
European, you are condemning
My wife,
African girls.
can you guys
my wife and
listen
I
for a bit?
girl.
Can you guys
They
listen
come
for a
here and
bit?
work. So what do you expect them to be?
Listen, when I
don't
said
enter the
women here,
Mm.
they don't look after themselves. It's not how they talk
Beauty
or how
wise,
they,
exactly.
you understand me? It's just how they how they look after themselves. You understand? Not dressing properly.
You know,
You
I
understand?
agree with you because when I go to work, I do makeup. I look like I take care of myself. And I have a
Yeah.
bunch of women out there that don't do makeup. And when they see me makeup, they're like, wow, you always look good because I choose to take care of
Yes.
myself. But some of them don't do that. They will come to work with, you will even think they just wake up from bed.
Yes.
And it's just, I think it's just laziness, though. That has nothing to do with maybe
So
they are feminine
should
or
we
not. No.
are we going to clap for laziness or are we going to fault
Well,
laziness?
you know,
Huh?
everybody's style is different. Some
No.
women would like to do their nails. Some women don't do it. I'm used to doing my nails. I have to make up before I leave my house. I have to take care of myself
See,
because you don't know who you're going to meet out there.
I'm
But
not going to
everybody's
try and
not the
be
same.
I'm not going to try and be politically correct
Everybody's not the same, though.
and not speak the truth. And not speak the truth.
You
I
are
am
dating
out
a
there.
European woman. That's why you are thinking Africans are not good anymore.
No,
I can
see,
bet my life with you. That's what you're doing. I have a friend like
you
you,
just
a
judge
guy
me.
that was
You just
dating
judge me.
Akata. The first day I met him, oh, Akata is good. Akata is this. Akata is that. And you are chasing me. You are not stopping. And Akata is good. So what do you
No,
really want? You see?
what is a spade? A spade is a spade. We need to call a spade by what it is. The
They are
reason
your
why
women.
I say things like this is that somebody would hear me and try and be softer
Yeah,
and
but
be
you
like
cannot
be
compare
feminine.
Oyibo girls
Not be
and
woman,
Akata
Nabi.
or Nigerian
All of them
girls
are not
or
be
African
woman.
girls.
All of them are woman. I
I
dey
think
tell
you're
you
getting it all wrong,
I
man.
just so see I just said Eastern European. I not tell you say English woman.
Bros,
No. I didn't
the
say English
digression
woman.
here is
Make
that we are talking about how relocation has affected relationships here. Let's
culture.
forget about Eastern Europeans.
No,
Exactly.
nah, no,
Let's focus
nah.
on
There are
the
some
couples
factors that
or the
affect
single people who came into relationships here and why
there,
it didn't work.
there are some factors that affect this
Well, that your
Japa because
story is for another day.
they want to you two try to shut me down. Daddy,
No,
please help.
because
oh yeah,
you,
oh yeah, oh yeah.
that is
We're rounding off. We're
that
rounding off
story will
in
be
three
for
minutes.
another day.
We're rounding off in 3 minutes. The topic on this whole week now. Waiting we go to talk with this.
Okay.
Okay.
So no need to panic. We full ground. So my only conversation that I want to have now is Japa affecting marriage. 1 minute. Everybody round off. 1 minute, and I'm timing.
Daddy Freeze, me, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go
Oh
This
yeah,
ahead.
go first.
is a bit personal.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
You know, it's not only Japa that affects marriages because even so many marriages in Nigeria, they did not
Yes.
make it. A lot of celebrities in Nigeria, a lot of ordinary citizens, their marriages didn't make it. But because of population, we know they too talk about those ones. You understand me? Japa did not affect those people. It's the same thing. Let's take, for example, now, I know you married for the second time, right?
Yes.
Was it Japa that affected the first one?
No, but let me say something. Japa mentality. You need to understand that most of our women were raised watching Oyinbo people movie.
Yes.
They watch Jack for Titanic. Where by the woman come cry, say, "Oh, Jack, we rich." She go remarry you. She no send your papa. She moved on with her life. Oh. You understand what I'm telling you?
Yeah, that's the phrase.
So at the end of the day, even the marriages in Nigeria are still affected. What is Japa? Japa is not just running abroad. Japa is abroad running into you. You understand what I'm telling you? We also have to take that into consideration, no matter how we look at this from a light angle. People's relationships, people's lives are being affected. Do you get? So next person, because I go deal with this properly tomorrow.
What may I have to say is this: our culture is one of the best thing that ever happened to us as Africans, as Nigerians, as Igbos, as Yorubas, you know, and letting go of it and accepting that of another country or another race without thinking about the ramifications of it it affects us in our everyday life, especially in our marriage. You understand? Don't expect that because you see Dr. Doolittle on TV, or because you see Cleopatra on TV, that your own marriage must be like that. Rather, let the marriage of your grandfather, your great grandfather, your ancestors, and the stories that you heard about them, let that be the light first that you follow before you can now add every other thing into it, because
Our
it does
ancestors
affect us.
didn't have a perfect marriage, oh.
No,
Thank
they did.
you.
They did. My brother, that's another story for another day. But my grandfather Oye Kanjo married 4 wives. He had 2 concubines. If those his wives sit down and plan you, you are dead. If they sit down and plan you, they lived as one. They were one. All
You know
his
why back
grandchildren
then
are
those
one till
women
today.
cannot leave their husband? Because they don't want to go back to their family. That's the reason why.
No, I'm just trying to tell you that there's a
It's,
lot of things
it's the
like churches,
ideology of not going back home
pastors.
that is
Pastors
keeping so
is not the
many
Exactly.
ideology. Don't
so
limit.
many homes.
Stop limiting yourself to
But you see,
programming. You
I
know?
also say something. I
Yes.
say something, whether we like to accept it or not,
Yeah.
whether it fits into our
Narrative.
narrative or consensus or not.
Yeah.
Every Nigerian tribe, at least all the popular ones, are all polygamous. Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo,
Yes.
Thank you.
they are polygamous.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Our religions, Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, all have hints of polygamy in them.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Christians
this
just pretend
monogamy,
and
we
don't want
can
to show
all
it.
say that monogamy is neither African nor Abrahamic, it is European.
Yes, it is European. Very.
Now,
Yes.
is monogamy a better form of marriage? In my opinion, yes. But you see, we need to still wrap our heads around how David was able to manage his household with 4 or 5 wives, how Solomon was able to manage despite 1,000, how Job had 2 wives, how Abraham had more than 1 wife and
My
several
father has
concubines.
7. My father has
So
7.
are we going to say that the women who lived happily in this situation, you understand, were crazy, but the women abroad are sensible? You see, we've got to understand that a man in Nigeria, and this is my topic from the beginning, and we're going to continue from here tomorrow. Your marriage is not shaky in Nigeria. It is just that Z World that you've been watching.
Yes.
It is just that American movie with Halle
Yes.
Berry that you've been watching
Yes.
has
You're right.
always been in your
Yes.
head. But in Nigeria, you could not play it out. But when you got to a place where it was conducive, it's like somebody in Nigeria who has malaria parasite in him. All he needs is for his immunity to go down a little, and the malaria parasite will use that as an opportunity to kick in. And then he has full-blown malaria. And that is the same thing I like to say to you guys. Many of you are abroad. Your marriages were not shaky in Nigeria. It's just that thing that was in your brain, you could not bring it forth because there was no fertile ground for it. But the moment you went abroad, you could put your foot down and start to equate yourself with a man. And I'll end saying this. Women football. I watched this documentary 3 or 4 days ago. Women wanted to play against footballers. They chose an active women team. And they played them against a retired men's team.
Oh no,
The men's team gave them 10-0.
Yeah.
So whether you like it or not, just use that Ifri's birthday challenge as a yardstick to measure anything. The average man could do at least 20 push-ups. Very rarely could you see a woman do 10 straight push-ups. We might be mentally capable and mentally alike, but we are not physically alike.
Impossible.
At 48 years old, I could do 44 push-ups. At least I could do 40 easily. 41, 42, 43, 44 was where I started struggling. The next day I did 46. The average woman cannot do 10. Meanwhile, you will see these women, they are running in the gym. They have power in the gym. But when it comes to strength, they don't have it. Hero Daniels did 50 press-ups. The only woman that I said even tried was Judy Ofolue and Kathy. Some did 3, fell down. But then you and a man are the same strength. You also need to understand that a man can sleep with. There are men that sleep with their wives every day.
Yeah.
There are some men that sleep with their wives twice a day. Right? Then every month they have 3 days break for the day the woman is doing her flow. That man that can sleep with his wife twice a day can sleep with 2 women every day. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. Somebody will sleep with a wife twice a day. If you bring 2 different women, he can still do it. In a year, if we remove 6 a month, 3 days a month, times 12, let's say 36 days. So you have 356 minus 36, you have 320 times 2, 640.
You're right.
A man can sleep with 640 women a year.
Yes.
A woman can do the same. But guess what? Out of that 640 men that sleep with the woman, how many of them can get her pregnant in a year? The man can easily impregnate 300 women a year. If he's fertile and the women are ovulating, he can do between 300 and 400 a year. Every year till he starts losing his power. And the man will look normal. A woman that has 10 children, she cannot look normal. She will look worn out. But a man that has had 50 children, they look in normal self. There was one slave, I've forgotten the story. They said because he was so tall and powerful and he could work hard, they wanted women, the children that they were giving birth, to be strong like him. So they used to bring all the slave women to come out. They said
it was a norm. It was a norm during the slavery days. It was a norm.
What am I saying at the end of the day is, yes, we are all different. And the Western world has found a way of equating us. But it is an unbalanced equation. And when an equation is unbalanced, what happens? There'll be problem. There'll be problem. So in as much as I appreciate the fact that abroad women are no longer downtrodden, but we have taken downtrodden and flipped it around, and the women are now downtrodden men.
Yes.
So the Nigerian society, I've always said this, Nigerian society is bow leg. Abroad society is K-leg. K-leg is not the cure of bow leg. K-leg is not the cure of bow leg. Those are my thoughts. We'll